Okay. So trying to beat the Beanpoles did not work.
We need fatties to go with the Beanpoles.
So what do we do instead?
Uh,
That's right. I wanted to use a vessel, and
I redo our stats and stuff.
that would be things betwixt.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, focus a lot more on the whole strength and dex and vitality and things like that.
Right. Yeah, the important thing is it's kind of you kind of have to do it backwards in Dark Souls 2, and to a lesser extent one in Demons and Demons Souls, that you have to pick the weapons that go best with your stats.
Right.
And since we ended up with the dex high, that's why we've been with the rapier so long. But yeah, we can certainly like make it more even strength and dex and be using the bastard sword or something instead. Okay, now the important thing I was going to recommend is take our endurance to 10 at least.
Okay.
And then our vigor to 20 at least. Okay. Now we have 22 points remaining. We're going to want dex of at least 14 for like for your buckler and your parry stuff. Then attunement of.
Well, we're not going to need attunement if we're just having heal, right?
Well, we could have force. We could do pyromancy. So we want to take it to 13. It'll help the cast speed and our agility a little bit. We want to get the agility to 90 for the extra invincibility frame.
Okay.
And we can probably get there with just attunement as a cleric. We may want some adaptability. We're also going to want.
We also need some strength.
Yeah, yeah, strength too. I guess 14 as well would be a good cutoff point for strength.
Okay.
And let's see, we had it at 12. That was enough for the kite shield, so that's not a terrible stopping point too.
Okay.
We may want to actually let's leave the strength and dex. Let's leave them where we left off at least. So 12 on strength, 16 on dex, and then 14 would also be fine.
Yeah.
Then I guess we put the rest into faith.
Well, my big thing was, if we don't need faith.
Hey, Sway.
Hey, Sway. But if we don't need faith for anything besides lightning spear, really, like if there are any other spells that we can get pretty quickly, then we can do that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I was thinking we could probably just let faith fly for a little bit.
I'm going to want the 17 or 19. It's one of the two for Soul Appease. I think that's what it's called, because that will help out a lot clearing out the mummies and stuff like that in Lost by Steel.
Okay.
That's where we're going next.
Yeah. I mean, the entire reason why I did this wasn't just to get HP, it was also to get damage. And I'm not seeing much of an increase on that.
We'll drop that back. And let's take the dex of 20 and stick with the rapier for now. Actually, if we can get to... if we can get the dex of 20, that should be enough to two-hand the Dranglaic sword. That's a dex-based greatsword with a very high base damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good spot to be. Okay.
Then we can start on the ones faith.
Yeah.
So yeah, my big thing was we just were not doing enough damage, in addition to not having enough HP.
Right.
So hopefully between the two of us, we should be all right.
Yeah, a good way to check is to see where the rapier is our current right-handed weapon. We're at 4 points up on damage on that right now. Whereas you can see the big plummet on the left-hand one for the chime, because we can no longer use it.
Right.
So we'll have to switch back to the regular cleric chime for now.
Which should be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
I think that'll do.
All right.
No, I was wanting to use the. Oh, that's what it was. I was wanting to use the last giant's soul and then buy soul appease. But yeah, we can do that later.
When we have souls to do it.
Right. So I guess let's tag out lightning spear when you go to the bonfire, of course.
Yeah, might as well. Well, I need to re-equip things first.
Yeah.
So let's do. Let's see, where is that Dranglaic sword? I thought we had it. There it is.
Yep. Yeah, we're just going to two-hand it.
Yep, cool.
Yeah, two-handing doubles your effective strength in this game.
Excellent.
So just half again.
Oh, yeah.
Sway wants to know why we know glowy. Yeah, we stopped using the white ring last time because we now have a full suite of other rings that we need more.
Right. Actually, could two-hand the halberd as well. But I think the Dranglaic sword would be alright.
Yeah. And we're above 70% now. We're going to want to drop that below for the actual fight. So we might have to do some micro and use and then de-equip the channeler's trident.
Well, let's see. We can definitely switch that back in.
Yeah.
Although that's the same weight. I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Then we can.
I think we just have to drop the trident as much as it sucks. The rapier doesn't weigh much, but that one weighs 4. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, really, it doesn't add enough of a benefit. I don't think.
Oops.
Yep, we're gonna have to have that for the time being.
Where is the?
Third one.
Here. I was just wondering if 'cause I thought we had one for.
Yeah, if we die a couple more times, we're gonna have to swap the ring of binding back.
Oh, that's the poise.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had thought that we had one for increasing our load. But...
So they just died and gave you 200 souls.
Okay.
Wonder what that could have been.
Yes, we're still cleric-ish.
But
we just hit our faith so that we can't do lightning spear, and we can now use better weapons.
Yeah, I've been wanting to focus more on the basics before going back for more magic, which, I can't blame him. This is his first time through.
Yeah, and really the thing was, 3 lightning spears are nice, but it wasn't enough.
Tune first.
I was planning on going the other area first, but either way.
Yeah. So if you already sit down, you might as well tune and then travel.
Fair enough. Let's see. So that goes away, and we got...
Let's see, we don't have enough faith for a minute. Oh, they moved... I thought there was 18 at some point. I didn't realize it was 20.
No. So I guess we move it to force.
You're recovering off a shoulder surgery, Sway. Don't pat yourself on the back too hard. Talk about how good you are at Dragon Age.
Yeah, I guess for now we can just use force.
Yeah. We could also use the basic fireball since we have a pyro flame.
Is that, does that take up a slot?
It's a slot, but it is weightless.
Oh. Well, in that case, we might as well.
Be a little bit more damage.
Certainly better than trying to use force.
Now, whenever I'm playing next...
Would combustion or fireball be the better choice?
Fireball has reach.
Okay. Fireball it is.
Yeah, our melee weapon is that giant greatsword.
Then I guess we might as well... I guess I'll try that fight again.
No, Sway, we have not. I have not yet regaled him with the tale.
Although I had assumed that since the two of you were talking, that something like that had happened.
Okay.
So this time I'll actually kill everything first, so I can kind of get an idea for how this goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should be just about one-shotting these guys. That's pretty good.
The other dog went extinct, it looks like. That's good.
Hey, Zane.
Howdy, Zane. Not bad.
Not bad, yeah. Yeah, it's even better. Oh, you took a bit of damage on that.
So a little bit of a slow swing, but not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, the dex-based greatswords, and there's this one, there's Lucatiel's sword, and there's a couple others, all have kind of... I mean, it's a fun moveset when you get the hang of it, but yeah, it is kind of weird.
Arg. Well, so far it's going alright, Zane, but I'm going to be trying to take out the Guardians with the new build, so trying to get there may be a little bit of a challenge. Yeah, he does look a little bit like Solomon Grundy. Okay, I am liking the one-shot. That is definitely a good thing.
Actually, Zane, we did go into the... we were calling it the Batman door last time, but Ben was actually getting pretty good at getting in there. Hey, Lorax. Yeah, I agree. Some kind of a weird, like, monster mash, if you will, between Frankenstein's monster and Mummy. Yeah, the range is deceptively short on that first swing.
That I can tell. Okay. So we do the chime.
Oh yeah, Zane. Yeah, I did indeed. I got sidetracked I got sidetracked looking into that by trying to help Melf with his trying to walk him through the video stuff. But yes, I did see that, and I will get back with get back with you. I have a note. I have a tab open in Opera actually about the Vegas problem. Yeah, I know I mentioned this to Ben a little bit. I don't know if how much the rest of you have looked into it, the Dark Souls 2 stuff, but I was looking into the frame, basically the amount of frames you get for certain types of paris, and yeah, that's part of the trouble I was having. Is apparently like trying to use it with a bare hand or two-handing a weapon, you only get like 4 active frames. It's ridiculous.
Wow. Well, that would explain the problems that I was having with it.
Yep.
Because, I have fairly decent pari timing most of the time, but I do not have 4 frames pari.
Mm. Are you going to do a Trident up? Okay.
Probably should have, but...
Remember, two-handing the weapon means you're not going to be able to block well. So you look at that. It's like twice the damage you're doing with a rapier. What's funny is that we actually have one Twinkly, courtesy of the... we actually have one Twinkly, courtesy of the chest that the Craftsman's Hammer came in. So we could actually make that a +1 if you wanted to.
Huh.
Yeah, I was talking to Battle Cattle last time, and about the paris in this game, and he said he was really good at it. And I think it's part of it is that, if I remember right, Dark Souls 1 had like no pari startup. You basically saw the attack coming and you caught it. And whereas in this one, everything has a pari startup, and it can be as high as like 16 to 20 seconds on startup. Rolled it back onto him.
There we go.
And yes, so it's much harder to do the... I mean, you can actually be too good at parrying in this game.
Which normally wouldn't be a problem you would think of, but here we are.
Ooh. You talk about depressing medical... yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, all can you say is just...
Here we are.
Alright. Yeah, we're probably going to tag in the Ring of Binding before too long. And yeah, those mummies were the ones I was talking about. If you'd use Soul Appease, you can just wipe an entire room out of them.
I see. Yeah, before too long, I'll probably go ahead and use the... You said it was a Ring of Binding, right?
Mm.
Uh-oh.
You can do it. Oh. I love it when enemies do those sidesteps and backsteps and stuff. They're so exaggerated.
There we go.
Ouch. Yeah, see, my sister, she's not into gaming, so we never had her around or anything. But yeah, it's like she's a nursing, and yeah, likewise, it's just just things. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Let's dance a little jig and be ready to ruin some sentinels.
That's the hope, anyway. Okay.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't forget
I need to get better at my two-handed timing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's some damage. That's a third of his health in one combo. Yeah. As tempting as it is to go for the attack, I would resist the temptation if you're out of stamina, because he'll attack again before too long, and you won't have the stamina to block it, an emergency block if you need to, and you'll do less damage if you don't have enough stamina to do a complete attack. Then I would say after this one, if you die again, which hopefully you won't, but if you die again, it's probably the time for the Ring of Binding. Yeah, I hate how it can catch you on the edges like that.
Well, I was trying to... Oh!
You have the backswing.
I forgot about the backswing. Yeah, that is not a story that would liven up a party, Zane.
Yeah. So speaking of depression and death, how about that Dark Souls?
Yeah, I do have to admit that if you all are hoping for, happy fun times with me in Dark Souls, I'm afraid I may not be able to provide.
Right. And we had talked about trading off if Ben was having a string of misfortune. And I think if you die again, I'll take over for a little bit, do like an alternate part of Bastille, and then come back later. It's funny.
I really need to work on my roll timing more than anything else.
Right. Oh no, I wasn't saying anything bad about it. Zane, don't if you need to.
No, that was more a warning. That you're not going to be able to lift up your spirits a whole lot. Because at least for me, and I actually should probably apologize to most of the people who watched last time. One of my goals is that when the stream is over, that you will feel that not only have you, been entertained, but that your life has been slightly better for having spent hours with us. And unfortunately, for the first time in any stream I've ever been in, I cannot promise that.
Right.
So that's why I'm kind of giving the warning ahead of time. Because I truly, I truly want all of you to have, as good a life as you can. So.
Yeah, it's. Aw, Ben was saying he spent years with us guys. It's all been worth it.
Aw. Yeah, but we haven't been playing Dark Souls 2 in that time. Okay. That's gone.
Yeah, I could probably. Yeah, and it's more for the practice than anything else. But I'm probably going to try. I'm probably going to not say as much about the whole so and so said something for later, like for YouTube, because Ben made an executive decision not to put this up on YouTube. No, but if anybody's going to be watching him play Dark Souls is when he's better at the game.
Right.
Not that anybody watches our YouTube stuff yet anyway, but. Yeah, I was starting to think that maybe just because you're still using the shield, just getting used to it, the rapier might be better just because you can, one-handed. I'm also going to pull turn the music up a bit.
Good idea.
Yeah, I had. Yeah. I'll say this before I get in too close to the mic and just deafen everybody. But I had been playing some old school colonization on a DOSBox. I got inspired by the Civilization game that Malth was playing on LP, and yeah, the DOSBox, the volume is really loud on that. So I had these the desktop audio turned down on this one, and yeah, so I'm gonna.
Oh, I didn't know he could spin to win up here.
Yeah. There we go. And if you hear that bleeding through, I'll turn it back down.
Haha! There.
Lorax watched the RE4 vids up to the part where he showed up. It was painful watching us throw away so many items to keep the large bass. That was all Ben. Yeah, he deliberately said we're going to keep that bass until we need it, and... yeah.
I do not, I regret nothing about that particular decision.
I don't think Alessia or Riche there liked your dance. Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you try it out. See, and my thought was, we're just going to keep the bass for a little while, but no, that bass is like our constant traveling companion throughout the entire rest of the game.
It was the unofficial mascot of our Resident Evil 4 run, or the first third of it or so, anyway. Anyway, I lost Bastille, and I'm going to the holding cells. Then I'll go ahead and clear out that other side area, and then get us some more souls, get us some more items, and then you can take it back. Yeah, I'm not going to go kill the Ruined Sentinels for you. I mean, I will if we need to, but...
I love how confident you are. I'll remind you that you died against them, too.
Yeah, well, that was a fluke.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, totally a fluke.
Well, it's like I was absolutely manhandling them, and then they got one good combo on me.
Or they were the Ruined Sentinels. Oh, I should also explain that that passes like a lot of fish in the D&D campaign. I can see that. But yeah, another thing that I am trying to do for this one is, and Wayne has sworn that apparently, for as much as I was absolutely destroyed the last time, but apparently it wasn't as bad as, as bad as all that. And I am trying desperately to work on the idea that I don't need to be a shining, awesome pillar of awesomeness to, be fun to watch.
Mm.
But part of that is also going to be me, not being quite so self-conscious. So
Yeah.
I hope that all of you will bear with me as I try to develop my Stoic philosophy in the meat grinder and/or forge of Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, the simple fact of the matter is that, much like the Matrix, everybody falls the first time in Dark Souls. Uh-oh.
That's the thing. I was, falling the first time was fine. Falling the first 24 times, that was a little more worrisome.
Right. Okay. And speaking of, I may just switch to the rapier for... Oh, hey, buddy.
I do suppose that's true, then. Mishaps and disasters are more entertaining than perfection.
Yeah, it's like, it's as fun as it is to tune into somebody doing a perfect speed run and everything. Yeah. It is something where foreknowledge definitely comes in handy.
Or are those the ones that explode?
Yeah.
Ah.
You really have to time that perfectly if you don't have good adaptability.
Well, I guess it's more that they have shockwave because they don't actually die.
Here's one of the nastiest things in this entire game. In the original game, what would happen is the last one of those mummies you killed would be the one that dropped the Wanderer set. And that meant that if you killed them all while they were on there was no way to get to it.
Oh.
Yeah. Or if they killed you, they wouldn't respawn, and you would lose it forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cruel.
So, needless to say...
Oh, I feel bad for that. An hour of focused, concentrated effort being torn away by a single wild glitch. I bet that would really hurt.
What's that about?
Oh, Ven mentioned that was one of his favorite end to Let's Play moments.
Oh, yeah. Two. This whole side area is optional, and really, it's kind of funny is that I think they made this the route you're supposed to go now. Oh, actually,
Can you break that wall?
You can indeed. Thanks for reminding me.
Well, I bet you have to go back up and around, don't you?
Yeah, but I can do what he did. Was take the ladder up and then hop off.
I thought that looked like a cracked wall.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I was going to walk right past it. Yeah, that's where the starting cleric item is, the Archdrake robe.
Ah.
I think they get a shield, which the cleric did not start with, because this game hates giving people shields.
Right.
Those green blossoms are handy too. You may want to use one for the Ruined Sentinels. We can buy some later.
I'm thinking that really I'm just going to try the shield and rapier thing now that I have stamina and damage enough to make it worthwhile.
Right.
And basically not worry so much about rolling, but just tanking the damage and then poking.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a little bit slower, but at least for the early game, probably a lot easier.
What the heck?
Oh, a ninja shadow.
Yeah, it's a shadow. Hoping we'd go for a backstab there, but...
Good enough.
Oh!
Oh, shadow gauntlets.
So I mentioned this last time. I don't know how many of you were there for it, but one of the PvP builds I did in Dark Souls 2 and the vanilla game on PS3 is I did a lance-based one and kind of inspired by Kane. And I ran through the game as quickly as I could. Skipped everything, did kind of a speedrun thing. I got to the last fight at about like 6.5 hours in. It was really good for me, and everything. And then I decided that what I wanted to use was the chariot lance. Yeah, and this is there's a cage we can ride up. That'll take us to behind the Ruined Sentinels, and there is a dude we can unpetrify and get to a bonfire there, and then go straight to the next boss.
Interesting.
So yeah, Ruined Sentinels are optional. As a matter of fact, if we have a Fragrant Branch, we do. I think I'll go do that.
Okay.
Well, then again, we don't need anything straight is going to give us, I don't think. So we can put that off for later, or we can use it now.
I'm fine either way.
Okay.
Although I thought you said that you still had to go through the Sentinels to get to the what's it, clock tower?
Yes, we already used a fragrant branch on them. That's why I'm asking. It's like, actually, do we have a Ferrous Lockstone too? I don't think we have one of those. We do have one. Okay.
Oh,
There was another soul vessel in the main game there, so you might as well grab that.
I see.
I mean, we'll be able to get more later. Anyway, but yeah, so I was using the Chariot Lance, which is a bleed weapon and has a multiple hitting move. I was like, okay, this is my perfect chance. I'm just going to, go choo-choo and do the train run and hit people and try to make them bleed. I'll bleed every day.
Right.
And the Shadow Gauntlets are the one accessory, the one item of clothing you can wear that increases bleed. In the main game, the only way that you could kill those guys was to fight the Flexel Sentry from No Man's Wharf. We killed him last time in New Game Plus, and he would have 2 Shadow minions there. That was it. That was all the shadows in the entire game.
Oh, wow.
So I Bonfire Static Tip and fought them over and over. And I would either let them kill me, depending on how frustrated I was, or Homeward Bone back, or whatever. But it's over and over and over. And, this is where we drop off at. Yeah. So,
wow.
Yeah. Anyway, I figured I'd leave Strayed for later.
Okay.
And I think that's that. Oh, actually, do you want to go ahead and do that now?
Do what?
Go get Strayed.
Like I said, I'm fine either way.
Okay. And I think it was Cattle last time said there was a pursuer fight here, so might as well clear some of these guys out and find out. Still 3 hits to it. Excellent.
Oh, even with the lack of strength, that's pretty cool.
Oh, heck
There
yeah,
he
there he is.
Where the report was right.
Good grief.
Wonder how far he can follow you.
He's probably going to disappear this far out.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, do you want me to try the pursuer?
Sure. If he's still there, he's probably gone by now.
Well, I mean, we can probably just go through the bonfire and try again, right?
Yeah, he's gone. Okay. Yeah, let me go get Strayed, and then you can go back to that bonfire and go fight him.
Okay.
What do you have here? So they can drop effigy, so it would have been a nice way to kind of fix our losses there.
Right. I'm sorry.
All right, then it was here through here, and
Up and around, I think.
yep, down, around, and through. So it does a shoe.
You'd think that there would be a way to just put a ladder up there or something.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Weren't we just here?
Yeah. Yep. We just didn't go this way because I'm sure you wanted to. Yep. There are 5 bonfires in Lost Bastille.
That's a great elevator, by the way.
Yeah. That's a bonfire aesthetic, or at least it was in the main game. What you have to kind of do is take a running start here and make sure you catch the edge of the wall. We will be back for that.
What does the Skeptic Spice do?
Yeah, the spices, Skeptic for Int, and
Welcome back, Zane.
Skeptic for Faith, and something else for Int. Simpletons, yeah, for Int. And those, what they do is they lower the stat requirements on a spell by 1 of the corresponding stat.
Ah, I see.
So yeah, if you decided your cutoff on Faith was going to be like 50 for the soft cap, there's one like right there, I think. No, that's it. Okay. Then I think they made these the acid ones in this game. Some of them do explosions, and some of them actually just break your stuff when they explode. They're not aggressive though. They used to be aggressive. That's why I wanted Soul Appease. You could come at that bonfire, cast it, and kill them all, and then go talk to Strayed.
Not that it matters too much at this point.
Right.
Well, I remember him.
Mm-hmm. Strayed is great. But anyway, we can talk to him later, and you have a pursuer to go fight.
Hooray!
Do you want to... How are we on a level 1 Majula? We can get 1 level. You're going to do that real quick so we don't have any souls to risk.
Sure. Well, besides the ones that are still with the...
The Rune Sentinels, yeah.
Again, how many did we have with that? How many souls do we have in that?
Like 3,000. I mean, it's not nothing, but it's not much.
I was thinking about maybe grabbing a Homeward Bone, running in, grabbing it, and leaving.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
I wouldn't stress about that. Okay, what do you want to do? We've been running out of endurance. Let's get back to
let's do a little more endurance.
Yeah, before we start raising faith.
Yeah.
I guess if I want us to get endurance like 14 or 15, and then start faith.
And Zane, for as brave a game as I'm talking, I can totally understand why this game would kill your love for the series.
All right, we're handing it off to Ben. He's going to try to fight a pursuer.
I will do my best.
This is pursuer number 4, I think, right? Or number 3. We had the actual boss fight.
Yep. Which I think I killed him.
Yeah, you killed the actual boss fight.
He killed me the first time.
Right.
Then you killed the that one went extinct. Excellent.
I killed the first one here, the one on the other side of the first bonfire. Then there's one right here, and then I think that's it so far. I want to say there was another pursuer too, but I don't think so. Oh, I'm probably thinking of the one on the dais where you fight the first one the first time, and yeah, you don't actually have a boss fight against him if you kill him there. I know one reason, if people are using phantoms, a lot of times they'll try to fight the pursuer there because the experience doesn't get halved if you kill him as a normal enemy, only as a boss. Yeah. Yeah, whereas in Demon Souls, as we found out, the Phantom that's co-oping always gets half XP.
Yeah, there was a dog
in there, yep. Oh, he dropped something too. That's pretty handy. The Nameless Soldiers, I want to say, are worth 800 souls. That makes them quite a bit more valuable.
Yeah, he's spawning in.
Okay. So we know that retreating back down Oh, he's already in curse mode. Okay. You see, when the pursuer's eyes are red and he's got a... Ouch.
He exploded things.
When the pursuer's eyes are red and he's got that smoke coming from him, good. Basically, what happens is that normally when he does that curse move, it curses you, as you might expect.
Right.
And then it charges him up. He gets the smoke, he gets the fire, Seeker's Edge, and stuff like that. These pursuers come with that already applied. So that means, they're a bit more aggressive, and they can always fire the magic at you.
I think what I'm going to have to do is re-equip the bow and snipe the other one before that fight.
I agree.